Coming up on this week's episode of the Donutcesties. These in front of us right here are donuts that you can order on Amazon. So this is a special Donuts of Amazon episode. Join us as we scour the globe for you to find the best donuts, bagels, and other baked goods your money can buy. Hey guys, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Now, I've got a special guest today. This is Ben. He's Donut Critic on Instagram. You've also got a YouTube show, so check out his social media stuff down here at the bottom. But just wanted to invite him here. He actually lives in the state of Utah, where I live as well. And I wanted to invite him on this special episode today. In front of us right here are donuts that you can order on Amazon. So this is a special Donuts of Amazon episode. All kinds of different flavors here. Let's go over on this side. We've got the pink ones over here. These are called Donutful. They've got two different flavors, chocolate, the pink sprinkle.
Pink sprinkle.
That's one of your favorites, right?
Yeah.
Look at your hoodie, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
pink, everything.
Yeah.
Pink.
We've also got some TastyKake and Miss Baird's Grab and Go. Never even heard of some of these.
I've never heard of half of these.
You've got the cinnamon mini donuts. I've got the lemon. I was like, lemon? Oh my gosh, gotta try that. I love lemon. These ones, it's called Katz. These ones are special gluten-free donuts. So really excited to try these ones. I'm always, open-minded when it comes to trying things like that. So we got the glazed ones, and then they got the cinnamon.
Those look pretty good.
They do, so I'm really excited to try that. This next brand, I'm pretty sure you can get these at gas stations, so if you definitely know for sure, let me know in the comments. We've got some chocolate. We've got the crunch ones, which that's one of my favorite donuts. I'm still an old-timer. I love Hostess brand. And then we got powdered sugar donuts. Pretty excited to try these donuts. Ben, you're the guest, man. Which one should we break into first?
Let's go with Mrs. Freshley's.
Okay.
I feel like these are, again, nostalgic for me.
Kind of look like Hostess. They look like one you'd buy at the gas station. For sure.
And honestly, when you're traveling on a road trip, a good old sleeve of these, I mean, it's perfect. You just hold it in your hand
Stick
and
it inside of the door or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
So I think what we're going to do the ratings a little bit different. We're actually not going to do any ratings as far as numeric or anything like that. What we're going to do is we're just going to try all the donuts, and then we're going to rank them in from first to last, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What do you notice first when you try that?
I mean, it's dry.
That's exactly the first thought when I put it in my mouth. I'm like, oh, it's a little dry.
I mean, like a milk, coffee, anything to dip, that would be great.
Hostess or other ones that I've had are really, really moist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They still provide a little bit of crunch there, but not too bad. I mean, they're still good enough. I'm going to have another one.
A lot of sugar, which is great. That coconut, it really just gives that little punch of flavor. The flavor is tasty.
Yeah.
It is very good.
Okay, well, I'm going to put that over on the side there.
Should we jump brands?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do Donutful Pink Sprinkle.
Okay, that one's really different, though. Tell our audience what's unique about these ones.
It's 0% junk, 25% less sugar, 100% crazy delicious. I don't know what that means, 100% crazy delicious.
It must mean that they're delicious, Ben. I don't know. I don't know how else to interpret that. You know what's interesting about these? They look like a plastic donut. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way at all, Donutful, just so you know. This looks like a plastic donut your kid would have with some toys or something like that,
Little waxy on that.
But they're so adorable, though. Look at that. Cheers. Cheers, my friend. I'd almost say, in my opinion, these are one of the better ones of this type of donut. It's made with good, wholesome ingredients, so.
The problem I have with a lot of these types, is this a cookie or a donut?
It does have the texture of a cookie, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's to me, it says cookie based on the texture and the taste.
Yeah.
And the outside, the shape, and what they're decorated as is the only thing to me that says donut. I mean, if you're looking for something that is better ingredients, these are a good option.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say donut here.
Let's try the chocolate ones, if you don't mind, the Donutful ones.
These are the ones I think have the most promise, because even that base that tastes a little bit more like a cookie, and you glaze it with chocolate, I think you're in a better spot.
This is exactly why I wanted to invite him onto an episode. This will be one of many, hopefully, I'm sure. This actually it feels almost like the Hostess chocolate.
Oh, yes. Waxier chocolate on the outside.
Although healthier than Hostess, I'm sure. That's way better. Way better.
Yeah. I totally eat these.
And the chocolate has a really nice, rich flavor to it.
The melting temperature of these is pretty low. The second I picked that up, I could feel that melting. So this may not be a car treat, as you're driving and you got chocolate all over your hands. Definitely something that I would pick up, especially if I wanted not a lot of sugar.
Ranking-wise, definitely better than the strawberry or the Homer Simpson donut.
Perfect.
Yes. Full brand, yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, where to next, my friend?
While we're on the healthier side, go to the Katz. Let's do glaze first. Cinnamon sugar may wash our palate afterwards. So the thing about gluten-free for me There are a few places that are really serving great dough, even gluten-free. These actually look pretty legit for a box donut and something that's gluten-free.
Anyway, let's try this out.
Cheers.
Pretty good first impressions. What do you think? The texture isn't quite there for me, but it is gluten-free though. The glaze is pretty good though. It's not too bad. It's sweeter than I thought it would be, honestly.
They've been in a bag, and so it gives off that day-old type of feeling of a donut when it's like been breathing in a bag, hasn't been able to like let some of that air out. A little bit of a weird aftertaste.
Should we do the other Katz one?
Yeah, let's do the other Katz.
Let's try it. These ones look interesting.
Oh yeah, they almost look like French toast rolled.
Yeah.
Type of donut.
Or even like a bagel.
Yeah. They've got that sweating on the outside.
Yep.
As you can see, it's a little bit dry.
The glazed one was definitely better. Katz Donuts, if you're watching this, I promise you I will order some more and then put them in the freezer right away. So I'm sure we're not doing it justice. All right, where to next, Ben?
Let's go ahead and do a TastyKake.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, go for it, man. This one smells so good.
That's the one I think I will like the most. These are nicely powdered. I think these have a really pleasant smell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Closer to what we've had with Hostess.
Yep.
You can tell there's a little bit more moist.
Yep.
The flavor is a little bit more yellow cake than I anticipated, but
it is a tasty cake. Get it?
If you're going to call it a cinnamon mini donut, it needs to taste really strong cinnamon.
I don't feel like that was packing the cinnamon flavor too much. All right, let's try this lemon one, man.
Ooh, I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, seriously. I know it's weird, but smell the bag. Like, just when I opened that, it was like...
It's like it's a lemon drop.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true.
So I am a lemon lover, so this is going to be exciting.
Lemon aficionado here, too. That's really good. I would definitely get that over the cinnamon one.
Got that delicious cake flavor. Got the lemoniness to it, got the sugar, but it's something that you could keep going back to. And that's what I say about donuts too. When I eat donuts, and I love donuts, it's the donuts I can go and eat 4 or 5 of right in a row. I don't like the donuts where you get one bite, it's overly sugared, and it's just too much. The thing about a donut is it can be eaten breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They can be anything. It can be a base, and it can be a high-end dessert, or it can be just a simple, I'm going to have a little bit of breakfast or a little bit of a treat. I really was thinking, what could I talk about every day that brings me happiness and that I know brings others happiness? And it was a donut.
Yeah.
Because it is one of those things that you just try it and it brings a smile to your face. Should we do powder?
Powder sugared.
Okay. So these remind me of my dad. I seem to always have these type of donuts. And it just is nostalgia.
I'm actually not a big fan of powdered sugar donuts. You know why?
Why?
Because they're so messy. That's the only reason. And I can't eat them when I'm driving. That's why I do crunch. Oh, crunch can get messy too, but I don't know. I feel like it's just less messy.
These are really good.
Thoughts on this? Yeah.
More powdered sugar, however, the density on these I think are preferred over what I would want with a Hostess.
Yeah.
I would choose these over a Hostess if we're just talking about dough.
I feel like the dough was a little bit fluffier with the crunch ones.
But there are times when I do want just like a dense dough.
All right, next one.
Okay.
Second to last, my friend. I can't believe we're already through this.
Actually, pretty curious if this is going to be as dense.
Be interesting too. So
Okay, cheers.
Chocolate is nice and rich. Dough, I feel, is almost like a hybrid between the powdered sugar and the crunch.
I like it. I really like that it's dark. I feel like the Hostess ones aren't as dark as this. I appreciate that there is that snap of cocoa.
It makes it more rich. I'm not a chocolate donut fan when it comes to these things. I do like chocolate rays, at a donut shop or something like that. Never get these. It's almost always the crunch, an old-fashioned mini donut or something like that. But this is really good. This is probably one of the better ones. I think this is better than Hostess in my opinion.
I'm almost exactly opposite. I will not get a chocolate donut in a shop. I would rather have these over a chocolate donut in a shop.
What's your go-to when it comes to just any type of donut shop? Let's just say the one that just has the classics.
I always start with the glaze, and I always go into the maple bar, and then whatever they have fruity version. Like that is one of my favorites to have with dough, sugar, and then a tart strawberry. Love that.
Yeah. What's your favorite fruit one that you've had, do you think?
I would say it's definitely the Chubby Baker passion fruit cream cheese. It's one of my favorites just because that cheese is almost on the savory side, and then you have that tart passion fruit on the top.
Yeah.
And I think it just balances it well, and it's almost a composed dessert instead of just a donut for me.
I'll have to try it again. All right, my friend, the moment we've all been waiting for. You might be able to get Miss Baird's at a grocery store or gas station. Tasty Cake. Miss Freshley's. I'm pretty sure I've seen Miss Freshley's at gas stations that I've been to as we've been traveling. So yeah, let's try it, man. Go ahead and grab one.
These almost have a cinnamon smell to them.
Yeah, it's unique, that's for sure. Let's try it.
Cheers. There's almost like a base of spice to it, or what I would consider maybe like even like a spiced chocolate flavor to it.
I like the Miss Freshley's chocolate.
Yeah, Mrs. Freshley's was definitely the best. I think it's like the more true cocoa type of chocolate flavor.
It really is more rich though. Like this is one I would enjoy on a road trip or something like that.
100%.
Yeah.
This is going to be a hard ranking though, because
Agreed.
I thought it was going to be the lemon that I liked the most, but these are raising in ranks right now.
Right?
Yeah.
As soon as I opened that bag, I'm pretty sure you thought my mind was made up. Well, we know what first place is going to be for him.
Yeah. I don't know. These are pretty dang good.
Yeah. I'm going to do my rankings first, and then I'm going to have my friend Ben here do his rankings, what he thinks. He might do a few switcheroos here and there, but I would say my last or my least favorite one is going to be the gluten-free cinnamon donuts. So that's going to be last place. Sorry, Katz. Next one in line, I'm going from worst to last, would definitely be the strawberry Donutful. It was okay, but I definitely liked the chocolate one more, though.
Just your reaction initially, I was like, oh.
The next one is going to be the Katz glazed donut. These just weren't quite there for me, but maybe microwaving them, that's what they say. The next one is going to be the chocolate Donutfuls. Those were definitely better than the strawberry or the Homer Simpson one. The next on my list is probably going to be the powdered sugar Mrs. Freshley's. Weren't my favorite ones out of the Miss Freshley's that we tried, only because I wasn't really a huge fan of the dough as much, and I felt like it needed more powdered sugar. The Hostess ones, they're just completely caked in powdered sugar.
Oh yeah,
100%.
You pull it out of the bag and it's dripping.
Yeah. Next one in line is going to be Miss Baird's chocolate for me. Really good overall. I mean, if I was going to give it a numeric score, I'd probably say like a 6 or 7, maybe. Not as good as the Miss Freshley's chocolate by a long shot, in my opinion. The next one for me is going to be the TastyKake cinnamon. Although really good, I still felt like they could have a lot more cinnamon in them, especially compared to other cinnamon donuts that I've had that are just absolutely fantastic. The next one is going to be the crunch ones from Miss Freshley's, for me. Still really good, but a little dry, but not super dry.
Good coconut flavor too.
Yeah, good coconut flavor, so still redeeming a little bit, right?
Yep.
Next one is going to be the Miss Freshley's chocolate ones. Those were absolutely fantastic. Followed by the lemon mini donuts from TastyKake. I was really impressed by the TastyKake donuts overall. Really good, really moist, really good powdered sugar, and then the lemon. Just couple that with the lemon, really, really good flavor. All right, my friend, you're next. I know you're going to make some changes here. That's okay.
I am. I was very interested on how this played out, especially right in the middle. I would say up until these bottom 4, I agree with you. Gluten-free, very tough, especially I don't have a gluten-free palate. Same thing on these. I felt like they were closer to a cookie base rather than a donut base. The only thing I would potentially switch is that. This is where we start to differ a lot more.
Yes.
So I appreciated how dense these were. And I feel like that you had said that wasn't your favorite dough. A lot of times with these packaged donuts, they're so dry, and so that's why I don't go for them. And this one, I felt like, wow, like this almost feels like a good doughy donut. So I'm going to move this one up.
Okay.
This one definitely was the last for me. So this one moves down because I didn't love that spiced flavor. I ate one of them and I was like...
That's why I had it down here, because although it was a unique flavor, I just didn't like the spice flavor too much.
For sure. I feel like these had very good flavors. I was impressed with TastyKake. I would buy them again. Again, I'm a Hostess fan, and so TastyKake definitely showed me that they can at least be as good as Hostess. Crunch, yes. I felt like they had the flavor. They were a little bit drier than I wanted to be, and if they had the doughiness of this powder in that crunch, I would love it. And then I'm going to switch your 1 and 2.
I knew you were going to do that.
So these lemon were really good, and I would buy them again. And this is something I would have on a road trip all the time. But I will say, those Mrs. Freshley's chocolate,
excellent road trip treat.
and I think it really was that cocoa, that chocolatey flavor.
So rich.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I would almost choose those over Hostess because I think Hostess sometimes feels so waxy, and those, I felt like the chocolate came out on it.
Yeah, that one's really good. So yeah, not too much of a switch for me.
Not too big of a switch, but I feel like there were just some fundamental things that I was like, I tasted one thing, but I think that's the thing about people is you have your own taste buds. You try to follow and you try to see what other people that are similar to you, but there's always going to be small differences.
Between you and me, Ben, actually I did mean to do that, so
So yeah, I think we actually agree.
Probably agree on this side.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. The more I've thought about it, I'm like, actually, yeah, I would rather eat the strawberry
Yeah,
Donutful than the Katz. Well, cool, man. Well, thanks so much for letting us film together.
Yeah,
really
this is
appreciate you
amazing.
stopping by. I'm so glad we were finally able to do a video together.
And now I need to go run 5 miles to get all these donuts off.
Yeah, and I need to go get some protein of some kind. Thanks for joining us, guys. Been really exciting to finally get the Amazon episode done. I've been wanting to work on this for a while, and I've always been curious what type of donuts you can buy on Amazon. So now we know. See you next time.
See ya.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if there's a donut shop you'd like us to check out in your neck of the woods, go ahead and drop a comment below or email us at dough@doughnecessities.com.